All right, both locked in. We're
He
excited.
was one of the two people that beat me this tournament. I lost to Shen.
You lost to the Shen. Interesting.
Yeah, I lost to a Tristana and a Shen.
Gotcha.
Turns out Shen very good at 1v1s.
Shen very good at 1v1s, and I think we've been seeing that at Worlds mostly. Interestingly enough.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage.
All right, so we've got Grasp Shen versus Hail of Blades Tahm Kench.
So sustain versus all-in pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he blocks that triple auto with his W properly, I mean, it's going to be hard to do much.
Yep.
Shen just, I don't even know, like, how does he win this? I feel like Shen does better burst and sustain trades. I guess Tahm probably actually does win over a long enough term.
I am not sure. I think it's pretty even. I feel like both of these characters kind of function very similarly in that they want to get off a lot of auto attacks, but then have defensive options as well. And I think it's going to come down to probably if Aiden is able to get a stun or a munch off. And that's probably the best bet.
It's definitely going to be like if he's hitting his Qs or if the Shen is hitting his taunts.
We do see a Corrupting Potion start for Tahm Kench versus the Doran's Shield Potion of Shen. So, a little bit of tournament meta evolving. Is that? Oh, it's not. Okay, I believe it is for. So, the person who beat me here mentioned that if you start Zombie Ward and you put down your ward, you just get you get some adaptive force at the start, which is kind of insane. It's not a big advantage, but I think it'll help a bunch.
I think every little bit helps,
absolutely.
Especially as we get to these final sections.
So we actually have three people left. So this is a battle for third.
You can see Aiden going in, really just auto-attacking the hell out of this wave, pushing for level 2. Misses the Q there.
Yeah, one thing we haven't talked about is that it could all just come down to how Shen positions the Spirit Blade as well. It essentially doubles his damage with the pull through. So if he's able to get that pull through onto Tahm Kench, there's a good chance that Tahm Kench could just get chunked down pretty hard.
Definitely. Now, as Aiden gets in and pushes his wave into tower, against me, as I had him under tower on the ropes, he hit a sick E flash.
Ooh, okay, we see the flash again. E. Okay, flash ignite.
I fucking called it.
There you go. Okay, so what? Ignite traded from both laners?
Yeah,
is that right?
Ignite from both, but Aiden still has. Or no, Aiden didn't ignite. He only flashed out. Ignite.
Okay. All right. So
he's got the ignite advantage, and even a health advantage, even though he took that tower hit.
Yeah, this is kind of unfortunate that happened. Good shield from the Shen. Aiden quick on his feet with that. So we'll have to see now that both individuals are level 3, how the defensive zone will come into play, as well as the okay, we see a taunt in, and that's sort of like it's hard. This is a hard matchup for Shen.
Yeah, it's pretty neutral there. I mean, we can see
I'm AFK.
Get some health back to those grass procs. Let me wiggle my champion.
Yeah, make sure you wiggle your. Oh, another taunt in. We see it. Okay, good.
Is low.
Aiden is very low. I wonder if Smurf's gonna push this. They both don't have flashes. Oh, that actually did enough damage. Wow, he proc grasp and got the pull through. That's crazy.
Oh,
that is crazy. I think he actually hit it as the. Oh, he said shield bash. The Shen took shield bash. Wow.
Empowered Q
plus grasp. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Tahm Kench auto attack actually, or the Tahm Kench shield actually expired the very moment that the auto attack went through. Very impressive stuff from Dr. Professor Gruber, aka the Shen player.
See where he got his degree.
So yeah, Smurf for life. It's pretty impressive. 1-0. It is a best of 3 in this this third place match. And then we're going to be moving on to the grand finals that the format has yet to be determined so far. But it will be determined very shortly. We're either going to get 2 best of 3s or 1 best of 5 with the winner side up 1 game. So we'll have to see what changes do you think are going to come in through this game?
I think that we're probably going to see Aiden respect the Shen a lot more once he's got that level 3. I can't imagine it being a 2-0. I think Aiden's going to pull out the second one. But I think that he, just like I was just surprised by how much damage that Shen can put out.
Mm-hmm.
You think of him as a tank, but like he took a 2/3 Tahm Kench to 0 in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I believe he got the pass-through Q, which doubled the pass-through empowered auto damage, in addition to a grass proc, and had the dodge zone to avoid any tongue lashings that Tahm Kench was able to dish out. So we actually see looks like a salty run back. Looks like they both went with the same runes and everything. So it'll be
no changes there.
It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. All right. Yeah, I think you bring up a good point. Although I do think that Aiden reacted to that flash taunt very well, extremely well actually. I think he
only took 1 tower hit from that.
Yeah, and then immediately flashed out. So that was pretty big. Okay, we see the ward again. Pretty
the
nice.
Classics.
The ward back onto it. Let's go.
Now, items exactly the same. We know summoners are the same. We don't know if they've made any changes to masteries, but I don't imagine.
Yeah, I don't remember what Aiden ran. Secondary, was it? Maybe it was Resolve, maybe it was Inspiration last game. Not 100% sure.
I'm not sure either. We can see Shen went ahead and placed that Spirit Blade dead middle, and Aiden is out here taunting him with the blade behind him.
Yeah,
he knows he can walk away, but it's perilous. Do you think he's going to push for that level 2 and try and crash a wave again, or is he going to be worried about the flash taunt?
I do think so. I think Aiden's going to employ a very similar strategy. And I think it worked well for him early last time. But I believe Professor Goobert handled it quite well. So we'll have to see how this one goes.
Definitely.
So far, both.
Now, I believe he was up on CS last time, about like 10 when that kill happened. So I would not be surprised to see Aiden just go for a CS victory. It's dead even now. But...
Yeah. So one thing we should call attention to is that Spirit Blade is right in the middle of the lane, like you said. So any aggressive plays from Aiden is going to be punished by that double empowered auto attack. Oh, gets the level 2. Oh, I don't know if he actually wanted it, though. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, and he gets minion blocked. Wow, that could have been.
That's what happens when you pick a fat character like that.
That's what you get when you're mostly mouth. Oh God, I understand. I understand now why Aiden plays. Oh, another taunt in. Here we go. Ooh, gets the triple empowered auto onto him.
Yeah, so that's ignite for flash. Aiden looks like he's coming back to this. Shen can still flash taunt.
He still can flash taunt. Oh, he flash taunts! Oh, I think he autoed minions. I think he autoed minions there. This might be it. Oh, okay. Aiden backs off. Aiden backs off. Aiden backs off. This is
close. If he got one more auto, that was a stun.
Yep.
This is so close. So tight right now.
This is very close.
Now with the corrupting versus the Doran shield, I mean, Shen does have the advantage. He's got more sustain, a little bit more damage, more health.
Oh, okay. So Smurf for Life the Shen player did just ping biscuit delivery for me to let us know that biscuits are on the way. Although I wonder if
biscuits are coming.
I wonder if he's going to try to get a recall off while the wave is slow pushing towards him. So.
He's got a slow push freeze. Looks like he's starting his recall now. It's telling me I'm AFK, so let me just wiggle.
What an absolutely incredible back animation on that
Hell
Shen
yeah.
skin.
So Shen just completed his recall. He's denied a full wave to the Tahm Kench, but now we see this wave crashing under tower. CS is pretty much dead even. If this whole wave goes under tower, then it's very close.
Oh, we've got some
back. He's got a door and shield.
So I was just about to mention that we've got some interesting itemization choices. I won't spoil it, but we've got Lord of the Rings here.
Oh,
so Shen is on a journey to Mordor.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I mean, I would have expected a blade or some like armor, but definitely not a Doran's ring. Oh, Aiden denied the cannon minion.
Denied the cannon. Unfortunately, misses the taunt. Okay, could get punished hard for this, but okay, pulls in the Spirit's Refuge. So
blocks off that
always
third auto, stopping Aiden from getting a W. Now, we've seen Aiden has been unable to get a single chomp onto Shen in either game, so he just spit a minion out. I think that's really going to be his only option because of that Shen W. It's so hard to get 3 autos off.
It is going to be very difficult. Do we think Aiden wants the chomp, though? Do we think Tahm Kench wants the chomp, or does he want the stun? I'm not sure which is better.
I mean, Chomp definitely does a lot of damage.
Oh, with the taunt?
I don't think he's got a chance at it.
Oh, Hail of Blades on the return. Okay, gets the chomp. This could be absolutely massive. Okay, interesting spit out. Okay, gets one.
Oh, good. He's got a flash.
That's it. I think the game's done.
Oh, maybe?
Oh, okay. Aiden backs off.
Flash though, right?
Aiden backs off. No, he actually burned flash with the flash taunt.
Oh, true.
Before the recall. Aiden going a little bit conservative there. I'm not sure if he thought Shen had taunt back up or...
I think he just, like, his cooldowns were down. He was out of damage, and he doesn't have grasp. It's just a hail,
yeah,
so...
fair enough.
I mean, he runs out.
Yeah.
Entirely.
Kind of one of the downsides to picking this Hail of Blades Tahm Kench. I do think it has worked out a little bit better so far. As we check the CS numbers, 27 to 28, so dead even. No advantage there. We see that Tahm Kench, or here at least, that Tahm Kench gets the recall. Shen will match.
It looks like he's canceled and is going back to hitting the wave.
Wave's in a really good spot for him right now.
Now, this is a strange one of these matchups where neither character's ult is going to impact this at all.
So, at the very least, Tahm Kench can use his. Yes. But yes, I would agree that we see 2 characters that are primarily not ult reliant in a 1v1. So, but well, maybe Tahm Kench could greed here, or another time for a stop telling me I'm AFK. I'm casting for a little cheesy recall or something. Hopefully,
the Tahm can maybe get a little bit of a cheater recall and get back to lane quickly, but I don't think he'll even put a point in it because he'd rather just have the extra strong, W.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. I was going to mention that I think
saving 10 seconds on a short ult.
Yeah, I was going to mention. I think neither Tahm nor Shen are likely to put a point into their ultimate actually, which is. Can't be said for many champions in this 1v1. If any other champions actually. So kind of we got a taunt in, pull through, Spirit's Refuge, and we see the same trade pattern as before. Shen getting the better end of that. Interesting. So
and
Sorry, go ahead.
One thing I want to note about that trade pattern is when he goes in, it's a taunt. So Tahm is burning those auto attacks even on Spirit's Refuge, and his Hail of Blades is much less effective.
It is kind of nullifying that. I wonder if Aiden's going to identify that and swap to Grasp later, or even Phase Rush, maybe an option. So doesn't seem. I feel like Tom's kind of a cheesy character in 1v1s and. Not versus Shen. I think Shen has kind of the perfect tools to deal with that. Okay, we see another early Spirit's Refuge. Oh, and Eat! Okay, let's see how this one goes. Ignite comes out, Hail of Blades. Flash, okay. So flash for ignite. I believe that the other side of that is going to be up. Shen has ignite. Tahm Kench is going to have flash up. So we'll have to see how this one goes. Tahm Kench slow pushing this one to the turret. Going to make it very hard for Shen to last hit these creeps. Currently a 4 CS lead, but should be able to make up some of this back in.
Yeah, there's definitely more than 4 CS kind of crashing our tower. Looks like there's 8 minions here. If he can get them all, which Aiden's doing a good job poking him off.
Shen with that extra auto damage though.
He misses 1, 2, and he is quite low from those extra lick attacks.
Yeah, he got the tongue a couple times, and now he's gotta spend some time recalling so he can heal up. Actually,
now,
opts to stay.
Yeah, that's risky. He does have the taunt under tower though, which is very strong. Now it looks like Aiden did actually level the ult. I can see the green bubble on him. My only thought is that
interesting.
They took away the health scaling of being on this ult.
It's on his passive now, yeah. So there's not a ton of damage reasons to go, but I wonder if this is indicative of Aiden trying to kind of realizing that he may not actually be able to kill the Shen, and wanting to get it back here pretty soon. I actually would have really liked to see Aiden hold on to that ulti until he absolutely needs it. If he starts to fight and he thinks he can kill, skilling up a point. If he needs to get back to lane, skilling up his ulti. So
yeah, my only other thought is that there's not, as far as I'm aware, any Tahm Kench combos that use his ulti as an animation cancel. But if anyone knew how to do it, it's Aiden.
That's true. I do think it's a little bit too long to set up. Aiden actually pressuring this really hard, getting all these minions low. Shen misses a couple. Getting a lot of pressure.
He's up to an 8 CS lead. He's still poking Shen under tower. This is looking like it might be a CS victory.
Yeah. Tahm Kench currently about 4 minion waves away, if he's able to see us perfectly. So Shen's going to have to do something here. Is level 9.
Building up a bounty for himself, even.
Yeah, he actually has a 200 gold bounty. Which is kind of insane. So.
With the tongue, Shen looks like positioning, but not quite confident enough to go for that taunt, being that we've got a full HP Kench.
Yeah, much slower game out of both of these individuals.
Yeah, like I said, Aiden, I think, realized the power that Shen has in those full-on trades and opting for a little bit of a safer playstyle.
Oh, short range is the taunt. Might actually be pretty big. Aiden taking a turret shot. Oh, mistiming his shield, actually. Taking another turret shot. Okay. That was a bad play, bad turn of events for...
Oh, defensive ignite. Oh, Shen goes in, misses the taunt.
Has Spirit's Refuge up still. Should be able to survive this. But
a nice wave reset. Shen can't really clear this out quick enough to stop anything. And still Tahm Kench here with about a 10 CS lead. So unless he makes any major mistakes and gets killed, this is looking like a victory for Aiden.
3 waves of perfect CS would end this for Aiden. So it all comes down to the next couple of minutes. I wonder how aggressively Shen is going to go, because he's quickly running out of time. As minions have taken plates in other lanes, pretty impressive. Your top lane is quite powerful. Okay, does use the ultimate back. Actually, Tahm Kench opting towards a Wit's End. He won't need to get there. Shen opting towards old Sunfire Cape, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. He does have that Cinder, which is a little bit extra damage, but I mean, that recurve bow is extra 15 damage on hit, a lot of attack speed for the Kench, and that magic resist is going to make it hard for Shen to deal enough damage. I think. Again, it looks like it's going to go to CS, but I feel like
Oh,
we're gonna
gets
have
the
to see a
taunt and the
desperation
pull
all
through.
over
Spirit's
Shen.
Refuge. Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't even trying to bring back. He's going for the ECS.
Yeah, it is all but over. I'm not quite sure how he's not going to he's not going to take this one. Going to have to go for a very long fight, in which case Tahm Kench is just going to hard carry that. Oh, gets the taunt. Bambi Cinder actually betraying him. Takes a turret shot. Takes another. Oh, barely lives. Gets the shield. Flash stunned. There's the tongue. 1-1.
With 96 CS, only 4 left to spare. Again, he takes that desperation all in, tries to get it. Was very close, but eventually launched under tower, and that's 1-1. A final game decided.
What an interesting dynamic between the two games, where the first was quite aggressive and both competitors sort of not fully realizing the other's power, and the second where they both just respect each other completely.
Mm-hmm. I think that's very common in the 1v1 format, where in that first game you're very confident in your own champion being able to win and your own abilities to pilot it, to say, I know how much damage I can do. But again, then not realizing that when you're playing against somebody who's really mastered that opponent champion, like how much damage a Shen can do, you don't know that until you play that. You see it in game one, and then now you see that more respect, a little bit of a safer, slower play style.
All right,
but on
game three.
All right, so here's the plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You pick Tahm Kench and I pick Shen.
Smart, and then we 1v1.
Yeah.
To determine who we want to win.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Time to see if these competitors have done anything different, have any plans to alter their runes, their masteries. A little surprised that both are opting into Flash still. Although I guess Flash Taunt, Flash Tongue are both good combos.
Yeah, those are both very strong abilities for them.
All right. So what do you think Tahm Kench has to do to win this one, to close this one out?
To close this out, I mean, I think we really saw it last game that, you know, he can't take these the hard commit fights. He needs to wait for Shen to Ian and miss for him to really have a chance to stack up those passive the stacks and actually be able to get a stun or a chomp off.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to switch to 2 usable summoner spells, so I won't get AFK warninged.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
And what do you think? What do you think the Shen has to do in order to take this one home?
I think he needs to be a little bit more proactive on the minion wave and making sure he doesn't get doesn't fall behind. Yes. Other than that, I mean, it's going to be tough. We see it looks like Aiden switched to the grasp. Yeah,
I saw you, and I saw. Oh, okay. Ghost press the attack ignite. But you trolled. You trolled. Don't worry. Same here. All right.
Ghost ignite the attack. So yeah, but Aiden has switched to grasp inspiration.
Okay, kind of realizes that he's got to slow this one down a little bit. He's not going to be able to Hail Blades cheese the Shen due to Spirit's Refuge.
He also switches up the skin, is now running the Coin Emperor.
Interesting. Shen also switching, opting into Infernal. Get a nice good look at that skin.
Skin to win, baby.
Oh, it's actually the same skin. It's just a different chroma, I believe. So
there you go.
Looking real nice.
Maybe green Shen will be what it takes.
Green for the gold. That's what I've always said. Green for better luck. Green for better luck, you mentioned.
Coin Emperor is going for that gold medal, you know?
True.
He's a fortune character. He wants the gold. The taunt under tower. Does he go for the level 1 E flash?
I don't think so. You'd have no damage.
Now, one thing that can be said, that blade is even further behind.
Okay, does miss the blade, but gets a good auto off.
And with that passive shield plus the bonus healing from Grasp and the Doran shield, I mean, he's got so many tools to get away with these small trades really effectively.
Oh, great pull through. Gets the double empowered. Aiden almost getting... Oh, weaving in a stun. Actually fantastic. Turns that one around.
Yeah, he manages to take that back.
Well done.
That time just barely hits the minion instead of the Shen with the Q. Looks like they're both getting very close to level 2. Shen is almost there. Tahm Kench picked behind. It up.
Shen also having a little bit of CS worries, but not too many at this point.
We can see again it's the corrupting.
Oh, gets the pull through and the taunt.
All in.
Okay. I'm actually not sure if Shen got the double damage pull through. He may have pulled through a little bit too early.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. One thing I can say is that does burn through Shen's biscuit and his potion. Tahm still has 1 corrupting potion stack, and he's also got biscuits coming.
Shen is level 3 now, though, for its refuge. Can be quite strong with that. Very good against Tahm Kench. So now we patiently wait.
He's posturing aggressively, manages to block most of the damage from that Q.
Wonder if he's going to go onto, okay, taunt. No pull through.
He does get the better of that trade. His Q was down from using it to block the last Q from Aiden, but I mean, oh, here comes a lot of damage from the Q auto.
Aiden procs the grasp. Wave's in a really good spot for Aiden. If he can hold it here, it's going to be very difficult. Oh, gets the taunt, gets the pull through. Spirit's Refuge, triple autos. Aiden will be able to regen a little bit of that, but that is big coming out of the Shen.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I imagine he's looking at this point for an E-Flash with Ignite.
Yeah, that was a lot of healing to get back. I think if he were going to, he needed to do that a little bit sooner, but his spells weren't up. Not sure he's going to be able to tower dive the Tahm Kench here. Oh, does get the pull through and the taunt. Oh my god!
He does it.
Oh my god, he actually played that insanely. Oh, gets the pull through before getting the taunt. Gets the double damage autos. Actually an insane play. Wow. Very well played from both. Congratulations.
It's insane damage. That's he surprised me with that as well, how much damage the grasp Q shield rock does on Shen. But wow, GG's.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
GG's, man.
Well played. That was a great game. Great game.
And the last hope for Leaguecast is gone.
Yeah, that's how I died that first game. He had grasp. You know how he chased me for like 7.5 years the first game, like all the way down lane. He had grasp. Why does grasp last that long? That's crazy.